today I'm going to give you some information about Turkish marbling, Ebru. Ebru has got very different ingredients, which makes it more different than the regular marbling. In Ebru, when you want to do Ebru, you need some basic ingredients. First ingredient is carrageen. It's a kind of red seaweed extract, and I use its powder. And I use 2 or 3 spoonfuls of this powder into a bucket of water, and I stir it regularly. After 2 days, it's all dissolved and ready. You need that kind of thick water in order to do the size. Now I'm going to pour it into my basin or sink. I bought this sink from Turkey. And you need to use that kind of stuff if you want to do Ebru. It's going to be my first time to use this size. That's why I need to adjust my paint now. Now it can stay here for a while, and I'm going to explain you about the brushes and paint. The brushes are made of horsehair, and the branch. This is rose branch because it has got antiseptic things, let's say, and it doesn't produce mold. And brushes are pigments are used in marbling. These are all natural, pure natural pigments. You put some water and one of the most important ingredients of marbling into the paint to make it float on the surface of the water. The most important ingredient is oxgall. You need to use oxgall and put some drops of oxgall into the paint to make it spread, and oxgall prevents the colors getting mixed to each other. And I have to test all of the paints that I use to see if they are ready or not. In order to test your paint to see the amount of oxgall and water is enough, you mix the jar very carefully. Every time you use the paint, you have to mix it, because the paint stays at the bottom and water floats on top. When you mix it, it's more homogeneous. So I'm going to use this to see if this paint spreads. If it spreads in 5 centimeter diameter, it means the paint is good and ready to use. But if it doesn't spread, I need to add some more oxgall. These have a lot of oxgall in them, so I need to use them after I use the ones with less oxgall. There is an order of the paint where you put them when you put them in the sink. You have to start dropping the paint with the minimum amount of oxgall first, and then you can use the paint which has got more oxgall. And this size must always work, because the more Ebru, the more marbling you do in a size, the better the result is. That's another secret of marbling. Okay, now they seem fine. Now I'm going to start making a pattern, but first I need to clean the surface. Let's see.